There's two clips on the bottom. These just pull forward and come down. It loosens up the door. If you give the door a little bit of a shot, it'll actually pop right off like that. Okay, now with the door off, we can see the components. First thing we want to do is pull out the filter. You've got one on the return side from the house. This one typically gets dusty. Vacuum it and wash that out. So the next step is actually to pull out the heat recovery core. This just slides out. This actually says the core should be washed once a year at the end of summer. Allow the recovery core to soak for about 3 hours in a solution of warm water and mild soap, a liquid soap. Rinse under a strong stream of water, let dry, and then reinstall. To take out the blower motor, what we need is either a number 2 square head or a Phillips head. Okay, and the other thing we need to disconnect is back here, there's a link. Okay, so this is the damper assembly motor back here. This is a connecting rod that connects to a damper door, and then another rod that connects to this door. So we're going to disconnect that. Okay, so having freed up the motor, that whole motor assembly now can come out. Now on the motor, cleaning of the motor, needs to be done maybe every 3 to 5 years. You want to clean up the dirt that's inside the unit. So I usually take a little light cleaner, but again, because a cleaner can have pollutants in it, I think we need to be very careful on what we use, especially based upon the people we have in the house. We're all cleaned up, so we're going to take the motor and we're going to push it in the back. We're going to make sure that this sits there. And then there's a little tab on the back here. We have to kind of push it in, make sure that kind of holds pressure against it, holds it in place. Okay. We've got 2 electrical connections in the back. The main power connector, which can only go in one way. And then we've got this little red wire coming off of the unit. Coming off of the motor, we've got 2 wires. We've got a red wire and a blue wire. Both of them will work. The red wire will put the motor on low speed, which is about 60 CFM a minute. The blue wire is actually the medium speed for the unit, and that'll put you at around 80 CFM. So we want to plug in, I plugged in the red one in this case, most of them are plugged into the red, and I plugged in the power. So now we're going to make sure that this seats up here, the gasket seats, and then we're going to make sure it slides in behind that plastic piece that holds pressure on it. Make sure we got a good seal around here. Just tighten those right down. Connect the damper arm in the back. Make sure everything swings nice and freely. So the core is going to set right on this middle piece. Line up in the top and make sure the gaskets line up properly on the sides. Okay, so you want to have it in an upright position, and it should slide in very easily. If it's not sliding in easily, it means something's not lined up right. So we push that in, make sure that's set. We've got our 2 filters. The white tab goes on the outside. In the back, we're going to go in this back slot here, and it's going to fit right up in between the core and the side. This is filtering the air coming back to the unit. And we've actually got indicators here showing exactly where to put them. Same thing here. So we're going to put it in this one, and we're going to head to this back slot here, making sure that we miss the linkage. If we try to put it in straight up, number 1, it won't fit. If you force it, you'll bend it, but you'll hit the linkage in the back. So this one has to be in at an angle, making sure that you've got proper movement of everything. Nothing's getting caught. Also make sure that the wires are out of the way in the back, that they're not getting caught on the back of the filter. And then what we're going to do is put the door back on. Clamp it, plug it back in. That's cleaning a Constructo 1.5. And if you have any questions, if you need some parts, feel free to visit our website, freshairventilation.net, or feel free to give us a call.